In this video, we're going to take a detailed look of the Coalatree Evolution hoodie. Head over to packhacker.com for more information and the best buying options. Link is in the description below. So this hoodie is made from used coffee grounds and recycled plastic bottles. So that makes it a nice sustainable option, using up some of those waste products, which is great. And we're happy to report that this material feels lovely. It's really soft, really cozy and comfortable, which is great. And the coffee also has a odor, some odor control, odor resistance. And we've only washed this one once. We have a grey version too that hasn't been washed at all. So if you're wearing this as a mid layer or even as an outer layer, it has some great odor control, which is ideal when you're on the road and you're traveling. You know, you can't always, there's not always a place to wash it. So it's great that, you know, it's long lasting in that way too, which we really like. So this hoodie, not only is it comfortable, there's also a few different features going on. It has DWR coating. While we haven't tested this out in a torrential downpour, it does have some weather resistance. If it's like a light shower, you're not going to get soaked. Like I said, we haven't tested it out when it's really heavy rain, but it is quick drying. So, you know, while no one wants to get soaking wet, it does dry pretty quickly, but we've only done that. So when we washed it, we just kind of watched to see how quickly it dried, and it was super quick. So it's ideal for when you're on the road and you want to wash something and you don't know, you want it to dry quickly. That's ideal. So that's another great point. So in addition to this, the other features going on, that we have some little thumb holes, and that's great for the overall warmth. When you've had it under like an outer shell, was able to pull these sleeves down. They come down pretty far, so keeps your hands a lot warmer. And the actual, just the full-on length of this is really nice as well. It comes right down, which when you're taller, sometimes they come up a bit too short, whereas this is nice and comfortable length as well. And then moving on to the top, we have a hood, just kind of like your standard hood, but it has these toggles on. When I was in New York, it was super windy. We went to see a Statue of Liberty, and it was like, yeah, the wind was just crazy. So I pulled it tight, and it kept really warm as well. It's got some really good, keeps you nice and warm. And I was able to just kind of keep that around my head. Probably not my best look, but it worked really well, which is all that matters at the end of the day when it's cold and you're on the go. So moving on, we also have some the logo and a bit of branding here, and then just the logo down the bottom on this pocket here, which I'm going to show you now. So if I just move that up, this is kind of like the main kind of interesting feature of this hoodie. So it's a kangaroo pocket, get mixed up with my animals. So this part just goes completely through. So if you want to keep your hands warm or pop something in there, you can do that. And then open up this zipper. It's quite discreet. You can see it's got like a bit of material going over the zipper, so you don't notice it that much. Also, if I just show you kind of close up, it's got kind of like a stripes on it. So it's that kind of like design. It's not the most urban look around, but you know, it's not kind of like the sleek kind of thing you want to wear into a business meeting. But when you're traveling around and you want to stay warm and you want to be cozy, then it is a great option. So let's just open this up. Now, this pocket came in really handy. I feel like this hoodie is ideal for when you're in transit because it's really comfortable. I wore it on like a long haul flight, and yeah, I was just comfortable the whole time. It kept me nice and warm because I always get cold on the plane. And then this pocket, it's kind of like a big bucket, you can see there, that you can pop your things in. So when I was on the plane, I had my phone, I had my earphones, lip balm, you know, the essentials. And it just made me feel kind of at ease because it was like right on me. I knew I weren't going to lose anything. And also it's just handy to have those quick access items to hand. When I was going through the airport, I put my passport in there as well, So, you know, I can just get out quickly when you've got your backpack on rather than having to take it off or worrying about that. Had it straight away, which is a really nice thing. I love being organised, so that just kind of even improved it even more, which is great. So as well as having this big bucket on the front, you can see there's like a liner and 2 pockets. They're not too big, but you can fit, you know, your earphones or the Rove sunglasses, they fit in there too. And there's a bit of Velcro to kind of secure it and keep it in. If you had like smaller items you maybe don't want to lose in the bottom, because the rest of it, like I said, is just kind of a big bucket, so you may have to dig around to find what you're looking for. But just to note that if you do put anything too big or too heavy in there, it does sag down at the front when you're wearing it. So this will like pull it down. But just those kind of like quick, everyday, kind of minimal items, then quick grab items, then it is useful. So in addition to that, there's also this key loop. So you can clip your keys to it. It's just a bit of material. It doesn't feel like it's secure, but it's nothing fancy going on. But it's great that if you want to clip your keys to it, you haven't got to look around for them when you get somewhere. And then over on this side is the earphone pass-through. So we didn't actually use this because nowadays there are so many wireless earphones and everything like that. But if you do like to use one of these, then it's there. But if you don't worry, because you kind of forget it's even there, which is ideal really. So just before I move on, I just want to show you 2 things. So the inside, it is starting to peel a little bit. Not too bad, and it hasn't affected like the overall kind of warmth or comfort, but just interested to see how that goes on as we continue to wear it. We'll keep you updated on the usage timeline if anything changes over on the product page. And just one more thing, just a couple of loose threads, so you can see that just there. Is not causing an issue so far, but it's just something that we like to keep an eye out on as well. Same thing, we'll keep you updated if there are any other changes as we continue to test it. So one other feature of this pocket is that it packs into itself. So let's give it a go. So you can stuff it in. I mean, this jacket is pretty lightweight, but with kind of big jumpers, or if you had like a jacket, it is kind of bigger than some compressible jackets that we've tested, but it is pretty lightweight for a hoodie, and it does pack up pretty small, so you can kind of just squish all that in there. And then this zipper is double-sided. It's got that both sides so that you can pull that across. And there you go. So you can use it if you wanted to kind of save a bit of space in your pack. It does compress it, or you know, say if you're using a packing cube. But you can also, because it's still got this lovely soft material on the outside, use it as a pillow, you know, when you go into a hostel and maybe it doesn't have any. It is pretty tight to fit in, but it does fit. You just kind of have to squeeze it and compress it. And the zipper is holding up well so far as well, which is great. Because if that zipper went, then it's not going to be as fun to use. But yeah, just a really cozy, comfortable jacket. Pocket comes in super handy as long as you don't overfill it. And it's kind of made the airport runs and flights a bit more streamlined, which is always nice when you're always on the go. So there we have it, our review of the Coalatree Evolution hoodie. Make sure to check out our main channel to see more gear, travel tips and tricks. We'll see you in the next video.